Entrepreneurs used to think franchising was for people who couldn't start their own business. Now some of the smartest business minds are choosing franchises as their preferred growth strategy. Here's what's changed. I've watched brilliant entrepreneurs spend years and hundreds of thousands of dollars trying to build what already exists in franchise form. There's a smarter way to be an entrepreneur, and more people are figuring it out. There's a shift happening in the entrepreneurial world that might surprise you. Successful business owners, people who've built companies from scratch, raised venture capital, and know what it takes to start a business, are increasingly choosing franchises for their next ventures. This isn't because they've lost their entrepreneurial edge or can't come up with original ideas. It's because they've learned something that first-time entrepreneurs often don't understand. The goal isn't to build a business, it's to build wealth. And sometimes the fastest, most efficient path to wealth is through a proven system rather than starting from zero. After 30 years in franchising and working with hundreds of successful entrepreneurs, I've seen this trend accelerate dramatically. Today I'm going to explain exactly why smart entrepreneurs are choosing franchises over startups, and why this might be the most strategic business decision you've never considered. The first advantage is speed to market and reduced trial and error phase. When you start a business from scratch, you're conducting essentially expensive experiments to figure out what works. What's the right pricing model? Which marketing channels are the most effective? What operational processes create the best customer experience? How do you hire and train staff effectively? These questions can take years and hundreds of thousands of dollars to answer. With a franchise, all of this trial and error has already been done. You're getting the final refined version of a business model that's been tested in hundreds or thousands of markets. Entrepreneurs understand that time to profitability is crucial, and franchises dramatically compress that timeline. Second, you get a comprehensive systems and documentation that would take years to develop independently. Operations manuals, training programs, marketing strategies, vendor relationships, technology systems, all of this infrastructure is already built and proven. As an entrepreneur, you know how much time and money goes into creating these systems. Most startups spend 70% of their time building the business infrastructure and only 30% actually running the business. With a franchise, those percentages flip. You can focus on execution and growth rather than system creation. Third, you benefit from ongoing corporate support and collective marketing power. When you start an independent business, you're marketing alone with whatever budget you can afford. With an established franchise brand, you're benefiting from national advertising campaigns, proven marketing strategies, and shared marketing costs across the entire system. You also have access to ongoing business coaching, operational support, and a network of other franchisees who face similar challenges. This support system can be invaluable, especially during the critical early months of business development. Fourth, established brand recognition eliminates one of the biggest startup challenges. Building brand awareness from zero is expensive and time-consuming. With a recognized franchise brand, you're starting with existing customer trust and market awareness. Entrepreneurs understand the value of brand equity. It's often the most valuable asset a company has. When you buy a franchise, you're essentially buying the license for that brand rather than having to build it from scratch. Fifth, financing advantages can't be overlooked. Lenders are much more comfortable financing proven franchise concepts than untested startup ideas. Many franchise systems are pre-approved for SBA loans, and banks have performance data from other locations to assess risk. For entrepreneurs who've been through the fundraising process, they know how challenging and time-consuming it can be to secure capital for new ventures. Franchise financing is typically faster, requires less personal risk, and offers better terms. Sixth, the failure rate statistics are compelling. While exact numbers vary by industry, independent businesses have significantly higher failure rates than franchises. Entrepreneurs who've experienced business failures understanding that reducing risk isn't about playing it safe, it's about making smart strategic decisions. If you can achieve similar returns with lower risk, that's just good business. Finally, franchising is ideal for entrepreneurs who want to scale up quickly across multiple markets. Once you prove success with one franchise location, expanding to additional units or even multiple brands becomes much easier. The systems are already in place, the financing is established, and you understand the model. Many successful entrepreneurs use franchising as a platform for rapid expansion that would be impossible with independent startups. The key insight that experienced entrepreneurs understand is that innovation doesn't have to happen at the business model level. You can innovate in execution, customer service, operational efficiency, and growth strategies while using a proven framework. Some of the most successful franchise owners I know are incredibly innovative. They just channel that creativity into growing and optimizing their businesses rather than inventing new business models. The entrepreneurial landscape has evolved, and smart business owners are recognizing that success isn't about starting from scratch. It's about building wealth efficiently and sustainably. Franchising allows entrepreneurs to leverage their business skills, leadership abilities, and growth mindset within a proven framework. It's not about giving up entrepreneurial dreams. It's about achieving them faster and with less risk. If you're an entrepreneur considering your next venture, or if you're thinking about making the transition from corporate life to business ownership, franchising might be the strategic advantage you're looking for. I work with successful entrepreneurs and transitioning professionals every day to help them evaluate franchise opportunities that match their goals and growth ambitions. In our complimentary consultation, we can discuss how franchising might fit into your wealth building strategy and explore opportunities that leverage your existing skills and experience. Our services are completely free, start to finish. Click the link below to book your free consultation. Let's talk about how you can achieve your entrepreneurial goals through the power of proven systems.